Did you make a good play or a bad play in Pokemon Unite? You sent in your clips to me, and I will be the judge, jury, and sheriff executioner here in Sheriff Spragels. Yeehaw. What's up, everybody? Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. We are back with another Sheriff Spragels, where I take a look at plays you have submitted and I decide whether or not they're good, bad, or somewhere in between. This is from Initial Dog. It's like one of the first dogs when you think about it. Might as well anyway. I got scolded for this. I went too deep and should have just left to do more important things. And to that, I just have to say, yeah, well, the Fennekin could have died faster. It wouldn't have taken that long if my crits hadn't just refused to work. Let's take a look at this play here. Jumping in. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Oh my gosh. How many did he not get? No way. No way. What on earth? What on earth, dude? Wow. Honestly, I gotta say, I kind of would have just kept going to see what happened, right? I just wanted to see if it would have worked out. That took so many. And he says before it was asked, no, this was not a bot match. What on earth? How many was that? How many? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10 or 11. Holy. I mean, talk about unbelievably unlucky. I mean, was this a bad play? Maybe, but I would have done it too. At that point, I'm just curious if you're ever getting the critical hit. Thank you for the submission. I wanted to trust that my Clefable would body block the snipe shot or that the Pikachu would do something on the first clip. The second one was just funny. Okay. All right. He's going to score. It looks like Clefable not able to block it. Pikachu just kind of hanging out in the bush. I mean, that's not the end of the world, really. You're looking to score. You're probably, I appreciate you blocking for Clefable, and I think you might have even thought Clefable could block for you there, so fair enough. Second clip here, moving in with Dragapult, looking for some KOs, nice Dragon Dance. Now we're maybe getting greedy if we move in. And I don't even, wait, what happened in the second clip? Now I'm confused. What happened? Do some damage, Dragon Dance, and you get stuck on the wall. Fair enough. I don't really see a terrible play here. I guess you were just hoping that Clefable would body block you. Fair enough. All right, from A, B, anything. I'm sorry I backcapped. I'm Umbreon, cringe. So we had a huge lead up until 6 minutes on 4-minute mark, and at that time the opponent started catching up. A9 AFK'd and autopiloted by bot since about 6-minute mark. On the Ray fight, the last 2 minutes, it became an absolute mess. I don't know what I'm doing, neither what they're doing. I saw no one on the central area, so I went to backcap since the announcer said it was close battle. Little did I know, Slowbro also did a backcap, but he did 100 while I did 44. And when I panned my camera, I saw they were ripping Ray. I panicked and I rushed back and saw Ray still healthy. Okay, let's just take a look at this. So, minute 16 left in the match. The match is close, 239, 228. We see Zoroark there. A9 in a lot of trouble. You get the KO. Yeah, no one's on Ray. Venusaur is backing in the top path. Okay, they get caught and they're looking to back. Slowbro catches them with a Scald, stops them from heading back. Slow beams them for the KO. Your team now has 1 down. Their team has 1 down. You peel and score. This isn't really a back cap. I mean, yes, you're like peeling off to score here, but this is not really a back cap. This is pretty reasonable. That's a pretty reasonable time to score. Enemies now kind of on Ray, but your Zoroark is there. I think this is a pretty reasonable score. The Slowbro, it would have been better to stop the 100, but I don't think you had that information at the time, right? And even if you did, oof, kind of a tough Unite move right there. Maybe uniting a little earlier. I don't know your charge in that moment. Maybe uniting a little earlier would have saved the team, or if you had a buddy barrier, that might have worked. Your team, it looks like they're going to move in now. Venus Solar Beam's way early. A9 catches him, goes down. Venus got another Solar Beam, looks for it, and goes early again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is too bad, honestly. Like, you peel off to score. You know, like, Slowbro gets the KO here, but you don't know that they're peeling to your tier 2. Zoroark could stop it. A9's a bot. You score. Probably, and even here, you think they're hitting Ray, so you don't leave. All in all, I would say this is a very reasonable play. You know, I mean, I think everything you did made a lot of sense there. You're trying to score to even up the game. In fact, it puts you guys ahead. You just don't have vision on Slowbro, so you don't know where he's going. You see them hitting Ray, and you run back to it. I think fair play to you. From Connie Wolfwich, this comes from a battle earlier this season while I was grinding to master. It was a rough match. Didn't seem to be any good team synergy, and I had misclicked my move selection, having Earthquake instead of Dragon Claw. Yeah. Our team had lost the second Regieleki, and I finished fighting that off when Ray spawned. I made my way to the center, hid myself, waiting for the rest of my team. Machamp and Eldegoss were down. Decidueye was in a 1v1 with the opposing Mimikyu. It's probably not going to go well. 3 of the opposing team enter center, and my team is nowhere. I believed I was about to be discovered, and I chose to engage in hopes of buying the rest of the team some time. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, we got a shaky cam here. Okay, I like it. So yeah, we see in this moment Machamp down, Eldegoss down. Decidueye is like back here. Fighting near the tier 1. The tough thing about this is probably jumping to engage. You probably could have not jumped to engage here. However, you're going to pick up a KO, right? Oh, okay, you picked up 3. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. And now you're on Ray. And you're gonna... I don't think you need a dragon. Like, you're dragoning through Ray. Just keep hitting it. I don't even know what the questionable play here is. In fact, I don't think there was a... Like, you had your ult. You charge into them. They're squishy attackers. This is like a good play. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to hit you with a flex. You're flexing right here, dude. All you're doing is flexing because actually, Connie, this is a good play. Shame on you. Shame on you, Connie. From Soadem. Sorry, I think I'm saying that name wrong. In fact, I'm sure I am. It doesn't sound right at all. Okay, seeing as I've posted at length about how people in here keep posting flex clips, we have gotten a lot of flex clips in here, and stuff not meant for the channel, I've decided to post an actual clip. My team decided not to come and push with me. A common thing I like to do when breaking a goal is to go and take the Indeedis that spawn after the fact, because that's free XP and not something you want the enemies to take. I agree that can be a really good play. The Dragonite is E-Speed Outrage, and I figured that after killing the Phalanx, I may as well go for it. It didn't work out. No one scores a 3 KO with a lot of comeback XP. Let's take a look here. So, you're moving towards this tier 1. You jump on in. Team's looking stacked right here. 3-minute, 15-second mark. Maybe a little loud. I'll turn it down slightly. And yeah, you're looking to take the Indeedee here. You jump in with the Sand Tomb. Pretty aggressive, but I don't hate it. You get the KO, and they're going to end up KOing you, right? I mean, this isn't crazy. You get a double? You get a triple? Yeah. I don't hate it. I think this is good. Now, here's the thing. If this is happening at 2 minutes, 15 seconds, this is a chaotically bad play. But there's no objective up on the map. There's really nothing else you could be doing that's as valuable. The only problem, and you kind of called it out, is giving a bunch of catch-up experience over to the enemy team. I don't think there's anything really wrong with this play. No, it's fine. From Conceptual Maniac Ethanol, context, we were pushing their towers with a Lecky, and I wanted to further my lead after the team wipe, but we ended up overextending. I tried to mitigate the loss by grappling the enemies as Blissey and Leafeon escaped, but I still fed them a ton of comeback XP. Let's take a look here. This is always like the question, right? Like, should you continue the push? How much did you give up? Pokemon Unite has insane catch-up mechanics where you can give up like the entirety of what you won by giving up a big KO. So let's see, they're making their way here. They score, break with a decent overcap, pushing forward right here. Nice big KO into a Buzzwole Unite move. We're at the 6-minute mark. They're running into score. They get more score or either another stack. They push the Slowbro back. Slowbro's a hard one to take down, but they might be able to do it. Fighting on this goal zone here. They still don't have jump pads, so I feel like this fight's pretty reasonable without jump pads. However, the enemies do have T-Tar, and T-Tar will probably be able to take them down here. Slowbro ejects for it, too. Really looking for that KO, and they are able to get it here. That's a pretty huge KO back the other way. Let me take a look at the levels here really quick before this happens. You're a level 10, Cram's 11, but Cram gets out. I mean, the catch-up experience that you throw the other way, it isn't monumental, but it isn't nothing. Slowbro and T-Tar level up because of it. So I think after the initial score here that happens like around here, you may have wanted to just back off after getting the double KO and the score. Instead, you wait around long enough to kind of get taken down by the rest of the team. Not the end of the world, but ideally, you don't give up the XP. Context. This is from Swede. We went to get farm and checked the map to see if we were hitting Regieleki and saw they were. We knew that they had a Meow who could shred, and I really didn't want them to get it for free, so I overzealously ejected to secure it. Cram has insane secure with Hurricane and Surf, so I was 90% sure I could steal it. However, I obviously died and was out for around 10 to 15 seconds. Let's take a look here. Cram goes top. He's looking for it. No shred on it. No one's hitting it yet. He decides to farm for a second. Reasonable. He's asking his team to gather. No one's there. Yeah, they've got good rip, don't they? Well, you get it, and it's walking towards an open tier 1. However, they just rip it off the map immediately. Now, we don't get to see what happens in the rest of this clip. But here's what we know of this situation. We know that you're going to go down. Because you can see without even like getting vision of it, you already see Espeon, you see the fire on it as well, and you know about Meowscarada. Do you see Meowscarada too? I don't know if you see Meowscarada yet, but you know about it, right? The second you're walking up there, you're aware that you're going to get KO'd for this. So let's say you don't secure it, which will probably happen. You say you were 90% sure you could steal it, but let's be reasonable. Maybe at best, you're 50-50 to secure it. Your skills are probably there and you know how to play it, but you might not hit it. You might get caught by an Espeon Unite. I think what you're possibly giving up, being so close to the 2-minute mark, is probably reason enough to not try this play. Again, we don't know how this goes. We do know the enemy ripped this off the map very quickly here, right? Like even before the 2-minute mark, it's gone. They have incredible rip, so this doesn't walk towards their tier 1. You have a Hoopa, however, who can ult and bring you, its Unite move. I'm saying ult too much. Use its Unite move and bring you into the fight. I don't think this play is terrible, but I don't think you needed to do it. It's nice that the Regieleki didn't walk towards your side, so yeah, okay. From ENT in Spalarius, I fumbled my snipe against Mew and Leafeon. When I saw Leafeon had like 3 autos away from death, I got too greedy and I followed him. However, I couldn't reach him because the enemy tree and Mew followed me and they were preventing me from going further. They slammed me into the wall, and since I was a higher level from them, from some mind-boggling snipes done earlier, I threw out my ult to have a shield from it, save me, and prevented the opposing team from being fed levels. My teammates saved me and I got away. Okay, let's take a look. We're at the 5-minute mark here. Got a snipe shot on the Delphox. Slowbro gets a Unite. I guess he was expecting you to snipe right there, and you didn't take the snipe. Leafeon's low. Oh yeah, you're chasing into the tree. The tree gets you here. Mew is now chasing you. Surf. Can't believe they didn't get you here. Yeah, and you use your Unite to live. Right? Okay. Fair enough. I don't think this is terrible. You're at the 5-minute mark. Like, it's okay to throw a Unite move here. And yeah, like you said, you don't give a lot of catch-up experience. You're not like crazy over-leveled, their Leafeon's also 11. But giving that over to Tree or something like that will probably at least give them a level swing. I think it's reasonable to use your Unite there. You probably, if you're deciding to engage, you maybe should have just used it aggressively to engage. Overall, I'll give that play like a 5 out of 10. I realize I'm not giving these a lot of a number score, but it's like middle of the road. It's totally fine. You might not get out. I would probably just next time use your Unite more aggressively. If you're going to use it to escape, how about you use it to get the KOs earlier? Okay, from Cinecell. So the context for this clip, 2 teammates were at bot against 2 enemies around 10 to 15 seconds from the beginning. Teammates backed, and a few seconds later, Regieleki was getting hit. Me and Pika pushed for maybe a steal or a kill, but we had 0 vision. However, I felt the risk wasn't too high. We're both relatively low level. Okay. All right, let's see. You're moving up towards the top path. Yeah, you don't see what's happening up there. So it would have been ideal to like maybe not move in there. Oh my gosh. To maybe not move in there like that. But at the same time, it worked out. I mean, geez. Bit of a flex clip, I gotta say. I might have saved my dash there just until the fight, actually, but either way, I mean, you hit a massive Aqua Tail. Like, that's a 3-person Aqua Tail. That's a beautiful moment in a play that's, like, not terrible. Halfway through the match, you're looking to see if you could stop the Regieleki. I don't think it's crazy at all. However, it's not always going to work out like that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time.